Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. The better team won tonight, and that was the Houston Rockets. I am KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review. Rockets 106, Warriors 96. Road win for the Rockets, win number 52 on the season. Warriors now in a four-way tie with that identical record of 46 and 32 with the Clippers, Minnesota, and Memphis. Somebody's going to be fifth. Someone's going to be sixth. Somebody's going to be seventh. Someone's going to be eighth. But it won't be the Rockets. Rockets are inching closer and closer to that 2 seed in the Western Conference. Let's talk about it briefly. And I do mean briefly because I have to get up in a couple hours and head back to H-Town and then head to San Antonio. And looking forward to the trip to San Antonio. But right now, we're going to talk Rockets. Impressive win after a slow start, after a start that I was just shaking my head like, what are the Rockets doing? Alby spending too much time crying to the refs or calls that he wasn't going to get. And then Jalen Green with turnovers, but they did a great job of face guarding and double teaming Steph, and Steph only scored 3 points, and that was a heave he made at the end of the second quarter. His only basket, Steph Curry was 1 for 10 against the Rockets tonight. So let me get into the comments from everybody. First up, salute to you, some guy named Andre. You are correct. You were first. Derek, how you doing? How sweet it is, Derek, with this as well. Defense. Steve Kerr said in the postgame, the better team won. The Rockets did a great job on defense. Steph had an off night. That happens. Jimmy Butler was kind of MIA as well. I don't know if that's because of his indifference or Steve Kerr could have done more to get him the ball or what have you, whatever. But the Rockets backed up their impressive win Friday over OKC with another impressive win. This one on the road against the Warriors. See what they can do and make it 3 in a row. Impressive victories. Monday night on the road against the Lakers. WK, how are you? It's possible if they do. I'm not counting on that still. Sola, how are you doing? Appreciate you chiming in. Houston basketball that includes the Rockets and the Cougars, as I'm wearing one of my less rated Cougs shirts. Justin, how are you doing as well? As I said it, Brandon, how are you doing? It's a great win. And in spite of, let me get this stat up, because I was concerned as I was watching the game. I was concerned that the 6 for 16 free throw shooting by the Rockets would come back and bite them in the butt. It did not. The Rockets did enough other things well to get this dub, and it's an impressive W road win. First road win for the Rockets in the Bay Area since, I think the announcer said 2019. I think that's right. 2019 for the Rockets get that road win against the Warriors. Impressive. They forced 20 turnovers. Some were kind of careless by the Warriors, but the Warriors have done that against the Rockets this season. Fifth matchup this season between the two teams. I think it'd be a fun matchup, fun playoff matchup, intense matchup. Draymond Green being Draymond Green. I think Ime Udoka told Alpi to stop crying in the first quarter, stop complaining to the refs, and just play basketball. He did a better job of that. He kind of matched Draymond's talk, trash talk, physicality. Draymond being Draymond, got in foul trouble, took himself out of the game, trying to be the bully on the block. Rockets didn't have any of that. That was good to see as well. So it's a growth, another positive step in growth for the Rockets to do this road win. And clearly, let me be straight up with everybody. Brandon, T.I., Samuel, Space Age, Justin, Mr. Big Texco. I am not doing a Rocket show tomorrow. Monday night, I will be in San Antonio watching the Cougars play Florida. So win or lose, that'll be if it's a win, there won't be a Let's Rate the Cougs show because I'll be too busy celebrating and going out of my mind. So let's plan on no show period for me. But Rockets got a great win tonight. And well put, Solo. Well put. Warriors tears taste so good. Indeed they do. Indeed they do. Şengün, he almost did just in that first quarter. Draymond was physical with him in the first quarter. And 2 or 3 times, Alp stopped to complain to the refs, like, "Where's the foul call? Where's the foul call?" Come on, man. That's what Draymond wants you to do. Man up. Stop crying. Match his physicality. Beat him to the punch. Be physical with him. Alp has more skills than Draymond. Show it. Play to that physicality. Show it. Draymond is a bully. Okay? Skilled guy, defensive guy, long arms, all that kind of stuff. But he will get into your head if you let him. If you don't, if you stay above what he's trying to do and beat him with your skills, more times than not, you'll beat that old man because he's older and older. And the longer he plays, he's going to try to do more of the head games, more of the physicality, more of the elbows to the ribs, to the little veteran tricks. Some call it cheap shots, because that's all he has left. He's doing a hell of a job with it. But the more you get used to what he does and know his game, you can beat him at his game. Come on. This is not that difficult. That's right. Held Steph to 3 points, 1 for 10 shooting from the floor, 1 for 8 from 3. I have to check the Warriors stat crew, PR people, if that's a career low. He may have had 2 or less. Again, he may have been injured, what have you. I'm not sure about that text. We'll find out. I'm sure it'll be all over the internet soon if it is. Jalen Green stepped up after a sluggish start. He came through with a gutsy performance. Let me give him some shine with his stat line as well. And we got to give credit to this man too. Dillon Brooks, 24 points, 10 for 13 from the floor, 3 for 4 from 3. Took advantage of his advantage in the post on lighter guys in the wallet, shorter guys. He had to go and turn around going. Dillon Brooks is being an offensive weapon. He's playing well, shooting well. As long as he keeps his head in the game and starts picking up technical fouls, he can be a plus for the Rockets in the playoffs. Jalen Green, 21 points, 9 for 19 from the floor, 3 for 7 for 3, 0 for 2 free throws, 3 boards, 5 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, and I think a couple of those in the first quarter. Did not handle the traps well at all, but he made adjustments. Himself, staff, good job by him. Alpin Sengun, 5 for 10 from free throw line. He did have 14 rebounds to go with those 19 points. I hope free throw shooting does not become an issue. The Rockets are last in the league in free throw shooting. Playoff games sometimes come down to free throws. Ugh, that's not a good mix. Jabari Smith, excelling in his role off the bench, 16 points, 9 rebounds. He was a matchup problem for the Warriors. Warriors short lineup, small ball lineup. Jabari went to work with that. Another good positive for the Rockets. Amin Thompson was everywhere. The Warriors announced crew, TV crew was just raving about Amin Thompson and what he's able to do defensively. Amin, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, and 0 turnovers. Rockets did all this, got this win, even though Mr. Van Vliet had the same number of points as Steph Curry. 3 points, 1 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3, 0 for 2 from the line. And the Rockets still won this game by 10 points. Final score, Rockets 106, Warriors 96. Impressive win. Gotta say it. Not hard for me to say. I call it like it is. Rockets got an impressive win tonight. 3 more to go in the regular season, and then the playoffs start. That's when we're going to see how these young guys do, how to respond with the physicality, how to respond with the refs calling the games tight. If the refs call it tight, I'm looking forward to all of that for another step in growth for this team. Joe P., how are you doing? Ime should praise a man for a defense. The Rockets' defensive plan against Steph. They face guarded Steph. They double team Steph. They trap Steph. Then they put a man on Steph. Great. And then Steph had an off night. Steph is the best shooter in the league. 1 for 10. He makes tough shots usually. He didn't tonight. And KDC, I touched on it a little bit. Where was Mr. Butler when Steph was being face guarded and trapped and double teamed? Jimmy Butler. You should not need your head coach to draw plays for you. Be involved. He wasn't. I'm kind of Won't surprise me if he's somewhere. He starts complaining to the media, "I didn't get enough touches. My joy is gone." He was only 4 for 7 from the floor, scored 13 points. Brandon Podziemski had scored 19. Buddy Hield scored 20 off the bench, made 6 threes. GP2 scored 16 off the bench. The Warriors bench, scored 50 points? Something like that? 29, 45, 56 points. Because the starters didn't get it done. Moses Moody, 3 points. Draymond, 2 points. Steph Curry, 3 points. Mr. Butler, 13. And Brandon BP scored 19. Rockets made the other Warriors try to beat them, and the other Warriors did not do it. And that is a great sign for the Rockets. Great game plan by the staff. Ayush, a man is the best perimeter defender in the league. I think the Warriors announcers kind of said that. And it's Amin, his brother, the great barrier thief in Atlanta. Got some young defensive lions in the NBA, which I love to see. Justin says the Rockets are now the 4th best team in the league in regular season. Different animal in the playoffs. And we'll see. I'm not expecting them to flame out. I'm looking forward to how they compete and step up. Solo. Indeed. So glad the Rockets did not trade for Jimmy. This was the Warriors' starting 5 with these Warriors. First loss, they were 14-0 with this lineup of Moody, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Steph, and Podziemski. So the Rockets did something no other team had done against that starting 5. Got the dub. Final score again, 106. Rockets, Warriors, 96. Enjoy it, Rocket fans. 3 more road games, 3 more games to go in the regular season, and then the playoffs start either Saturday the 19th or Sunday the 20th for the Rockets. Lakers need to go perfect versus the Thunder, Mavs, Blazers, and Rockets to catch Houston. Doubtful that happens again. Rockets should be able to take care of it. Let's see here. Rockets are 3 up on the Lakers in the loss column. If the Rockets beat the Lakers tomorrow, they'll be 4 up on the Lakers, and the Rockets only have 2 games left. And the Lakers would have 3. So Rockets win tomorrow. If my math is right, Rockets clinch the second spot with a win tomorrow in LA. Enjoy this team. They're playing better. they're playing better. And Jabari Smith, again, is excelling in his role. Rebounding. His shooting is getting better. His shot has more arc on it. He's getting the job done. And people talk about the double big lineup with Şengün and Steven Adams. They forget about Jabari as the small forward. You got 3 guys, 6'11" or 7 feet or taller up front. Acknowledge Jabari and what he's bringing and providing with that big lineup. Did have some breakdowns with the zone, Warriors in the ball movement, some backdoor cuts, things of that sort, things you got to tweak. But better to learn from a win than learn from a loss. Justin says this team has exceeded expectations. Ime should be in the running for Coach of the Year. But I think he thinks JB in Detroit may have a shot. He's got a great shot. He's got more than a shot. he has more than a shot to be Coach of the Year. Solo, going to bring it up. I was going to touch on this. Tari Eason. I think Tari had 2 air balls on threes, 1 long, 1 short. Travel. He has some Tari moments. He did have a steal, but he had some Tari moments like, oh, Tari. The shake your hair Tari Eason kind of moments. He played through it though. Derrick talking about the Cougs. Need to win with defense, and the Rockets win. That's where the Cougs win. They win with defense. That's how they win. They wear teams down. They grind you down, and there are similarities between the style of play that the Cougs and the Rockets play. And fans, H-Town fans, need to embrace it. Embrace and support both teams in the style of play because both teams play physical, both teams play exciting basketball, both teams play winning basketball, and that's the bottom line. Justin, Tari, and Fred, man, start breaking open shot. Justin, Fred, and Tari have been off, but Tari has those low IQ moments. Indeed, indeed. Oh man, so it's just all right. It's this is just a fun time, folks. It really is. It's a fun matchup, fun time for H-Town basketball people. It's fun to go. Oh, my fault. I'm so excited. Excellent, excellent. Rockets play the Clippers on the road in LA. That's what it is. They're on the road. Play the Clippers on the 9th. So definitely, I can do that. I might still be riding high from a Cougar championship. But thank you for pouring that out, Derek. Appreciate that. Well, I used to being positive. If Tari starts making threes again, that's just going to be even wishful thinking. Wishful thinking for him because right now he's struggling with 3. Like I said, he airball one long, and then he airball one short. So he's trying to figure it out both ways. And I mean, he's shooting long on him. Then he pulled the string on the other one. So he's got to go back to the gym and work on that 3-point shot and be confident in it. Because right now his confidence from 3 is gone. Because when you miss both ways, long and short, you're in a slump. And he's in a slump. But Justin, you seen Cam got in the game in garbage time and he turned the ball over and he looked like he put on some weight. I know. I mean, I might be wrong on that, but he looked heavier to me. So, could be wrong on that. But yeah, he's been helping himself in garbage time and turning it over. Enjoy it while you can, Cam, because you're not going to be playing the playoffs unless it's a blowout. Either way, Rockets' favor or opponent's favor, you're not going to play in the playoffs. But Tari says it. Excuse me, Ayush says it. Well, Tari was shooting really well from 3 in the middle of the season. He was. He's not now. And that is the issue. He's got to get back to that form that he had weeks ago because it's not right now. But his hustle, his effort defensively, those things are what he needs to do. And just focus on that 3-point shot, that's gravy. That's gravy. Just be the hustle, defend, offensive rebound, crash the boards, Tari being Tari like that. And even if that tosses in a missed dunk, because he'll do that too, or blown layup, he'll do that too. Oh, see Justin comment. Oh, I don't know about this, Justin. Can y'all? Not saying you're wrong, Justin. But anybody else know about this? Cam's out here on social media posting pictures with 2 random girls. You says he saw it too and thought it was some fake post. Young fella. Oh, Solo saw it too. Oh goodness. Oh boy. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna grow up, man. Just grow up. Just grow up. That's all I'm gonna say. Cam, grow up. Anyhow, back to the good numbers and the good production from the Rockets. Once again, this number is very impressive. 26-12 fast break points for the Rockets. They made the Warriors pay for the mistakes. Got out and ran off missed shots, crashed the boards. 26-12 fast break points. 56-40 in the paint. Took advantage of the shorter Warriors. Took advantage of the Warriors trying to be physical, try to out-muscle them. Did those things to win. And here's some of the stat line for Steph. 3 points. 1 for 10 from the floor. 1 for 8 from 3. 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 of the Warriors' 20 turnovers as a team. Rockets could have done more with those Warriors turnovers. Only scored 18 points off of them, so it wasn't quite 1-for-1 ratio minimum, but they won the game by 10. Warriors bench came through. Warriors starters struggled. Steph did not get help from Mr. Butler. I'm sure Mr. Butler will be asked post game if he felt he should have done more. And maybe Jimmy will start saying he's not happy anymore. He's lost his joy. I kid, but I'm not. I'm serious as well, since that was what he used to get out of Miami. I'm not happy here. I've lost my joy. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. James, how you doing, man? We're winning it all this year. I hope so. I think you're right. Talking about the Cougars, Rockets, not yet. They're getting there. Not this year. Albert, how are you? Hello to you. James says Jalen is being patient and letting the game come to him. No need to trade for a star. Jalen is becoming a star. Well, we have a member of the family who disagrees with that statement. I have not seen him comment so far yet on the show. Hope he does. Nicholas, how are you doing? That's a new name, a new commenter. Thank you for that. Jalen Green is quickly learning the closer role. Justin we all agree. Jimmy has a pattern, definitely agree. Derek sums up the sentiments of many Houston basketball fans with this one. Go Rockets and Cougs. Cougs and Florida tipping off 7:50 p.m. Central Time Monday night inside the Alamo Dome. I will be there hopefully around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. If I come back to H-Town and making that drive with my colleague A.D. Moore. We're heading from H-Town to San Antonio, and sounds like we're going to be heading back after the game. Brandon says Durant, why? Why does Durant have to be a Rocket before he retires? Why? Explain yourself, Brandon. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? I agree with this. I agree with this. I agree with you on this one. Şengün does need to make a higher percentage of his shots. He is missing too many bunnies, and he's now below 50% from the floor. It's like 49.7 to start the game. And tonight, he was 7 for 17. So he missed 10 of his 17 attempts, as well as going 5 for 10 from the free throw line. Ugh. I have not agree with you. The Rockets do not need Kevin Durant. They do not need Kevin Durant. My concern is the Rockets struggle in the playoffs, struggle in the first round, get upset and lose in the first round, and Ime and or Tillman shift their thought process and say, we need Kevin Durant. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just need your young guys to continue to improve and minimize their weaknesses. Rockets do not need Kevin Durant. No, they don't. James, do y'all agree with this from James? As of right now, Jalen is the Rockets' best player. Yeah, he played at UT for that 1 year. You don't want to see him go to San Antonio or Dallas? I don't care if he does either one of them. I don't. Spurs are that close to winning a chip, even with KD and Wemby. Nope. Solo wants to keep these guys together. Agreed. Excluding Cam. Sorry, Cam. No, I'm not. Ayush, I know this is a small chance, but if the Rockets get Cooper Flag with the Suns pick, who would I trade for him? Who would I trade? Yeah, for him. Anthony Edwards is not leaving Minnesota. LaMelo Ball. Y'all want LaMelo Ball and Jalen Green? Uh, I don't see that. We'll talk about that. We got time to talk about that trade. Ace Times Finest, thank you for chiming in. Indeed, what a great week for Houston basketball. Rockets thump OKC. Rockets win. The Cougs come from behind and beat Duke. Rockets win in Oakland for the first time in like 6 years. And are one game closer to clinching the second seed in the West. All right, Brandon wants the Rockets to trade for KD if it involves Cam Whitmore and picks. I'm not sure why the Suns would do that then. Jay Smooth, how are you doing? He agrees. Rockets don't need old ass KD. Nobody else. Let the young guys grow together. James, with this about the free throw shooting tonight, the Rockets' good free throw shooters missed theirs. You expect LP to miss. I expect to miss some, but not 5 out of 10. That's like too many. That's too many. 70% LP, okay. 50%, that's not okay. June says, no need to trade. Get the Duke Center at 12. Yeah, I think now. But I think that fits. Malayuch from South Sudan, bright future, athletic, rim protector, shot blocker, as many of you Rocket fans believe the Rockets need. Yeah, he could fit a need. Yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah. Nicholas chimes in, disagrees. To be honest, Jalen is not the best player right now. This team is like the Pistons of mid 2000s. He used to compare JG to Latrell Sprewell in the draft. He's looking more like Ray Allen. I don't know about that's a different. I don't know about that comparison. You, Sugami, I know this name. Mr. Karamore, don't know that name. Tell me about him. If you're being serious. Derrick wants to keep the team together and continue growing the core. Agreed. That's 1984. Last time the Cougs made the national championship game, the Rockets got the number 1 pick. Last time the 4 number 1 seeds all made the Final Four, a Big 12 team won it all. That was 2008. That was won by Kansas. The 4 number 1 seeds. Happened again this weekend. Just saying. I hope that's right. Phoenix really has no incentive to tank. Why not use those swaps to get KD? Because I don't believe KD will make the Rockets a championship. Put them over the hump. And doing that will shorten that window to win championships. Especially depending on who you trade to get KD. Justin. You still with the Kevin Martin comparisons for Jalen Green. But he's starting to find other ways to impact the game. Agreed. And what I like to see is Jalen, Steph won that Jalen like first play of the game, seconds into the game. Jalen picked up a foul, and Jalen was upset at himself for getting the foul, for committing that foul. He was mad at himself for that. So that's a sign to me Jalen cares about being a good defender. The Warriors hunted, as teams do. The Warriors hunted Fred in the post. Other teams are going to hunt Jalen. Other teams are going to hunt Al-P. You saw what Ime did. Ime, down in the second half, he put Jalen on like somebody like Moses Moody or whatever, the least offensive threat for the Warriors. There's ways to hide your guys, hide the weaknesses. Great coaches know how to do that. Ime is doing that. Yes, I was. Well, I was here for Tampa for the Longhorns, UConn, but also to say goodbye to my colleague who passed away in January. So we had toast for him. Big women. He was a big reason. He was a reason why I got my first credential for Final Four, women's Final Four. That's why I'm here in Tampa for that. Jalen has come a long way. Hey, that's true. Jalen not playing SGA and Steph the last two games. 34 Friday. Is this a good draft for centers? I have to look and see. I really haven't gone into draft mode past the top 3 picks. So I couldn't tell you. And if you want to put in Baylor's VJ Edgecombe, top 4 picks, I really couldn't say. Cooper Flagg 1. Then the kids from Rutgers and VJ. But the Suns keep on losing. Rockets ping pong balls fall Rockets' way. The Rockets could end up with the first pick in the draft, man. They could. How about that? And they would draft Cooper Flagg and then figure out the rest trade-wise after that fact. Walter Clayton, I think he makes it to 10. Where would he play? Complicated. Where would he play? Because honestly, where would he play? And would he play? And get minutes with these Rockets? Does he meet a need for these Rockets? He's talented, obviously. I'm curious to see how the Cougs defend him Monday night. But I don't know. Y'all think Walter Clayton's going to go that high in the draft? Has he zoomed up the boards that much? I mean, he's young man gets buckets and tough buckets and rise to the occasion and is a good shooter and all of those things. But we shall see. I'm looking forward to what he does against the Cougs. Kind of curious to see how each team handles being ahead, because both of them, Florida has come from behind the tournament 2 or 3 times to make the title game. I mean, the Cougs did it Saturday against Duke, came from behind. All right, lots of comments here. Ace Times Finest asks, so are the Rockets drafting best player available or for need? Well, if they win the lottery, Cooper Flagg is best player available. Period. Brandon Cougs got to shoot the ball better. Not necessarily. Just score second chance points. I mean, they're going to play Cougar basketball. Slow, control the tempo, slow it down, try to keep Florida in the high 60s, low 70s. They do that, they're going to win. Yeah, Milos looked, the moment was too big for him, Milos against Duke. And that's all right. It's his first time in it. He'll learn from it and go from there. He'll be better Monday against Florida. Now he's got his feet wet with the bright lights. James being harsh, not harsh, but from the top rope, Fred has been straight up garbage most of this season. We really don't need to pick up his option. How about for $20 million instead of 44, James? Would that make you more agreeable to keeping Fred? Or you just want Fred gone? Who scared me more? Who scares me more? Neither. Because as talented as Walter Clayton Jr. is, he's going to need help to beat Houston. I don't think one player can beat Houston. He might score 30 tomorrow. That means his teammates might only score 20. he might have to take 25 shots to get to 30. It's not, I just don't see the way Coach Sampson schemes the defense. One player is not going to beat Houston. It's very, very rare one player beats Houston. I think young man in Wisconsin did it a few years ago against Tajir Moore. It hasn't happened much since. But I saw it. Let's see. Are you sure this? The most underrated part of Jalen's game is his defensive improvement. It's gotten better. People still target him, depending on who the player is, who the opponent is, and who the matchup is. But that's what teams do. Teams are going to try to go at certain people because they believe they have an advantage, like Fred in the post. On switches, teams will post up Fred in the playoffs. Yeah. Hell, if that happens, if Walter has an off night, game will be close if he only scores 3 points. James would rather roll with Amin, Holiday, and Reed instead of Fred. I think Fred's ankle is limiting his effectiveness more than he's letting on. But he's got 3 more games in the regular season. And if his ankle is bothering him, maybe these games off before facing the Clippers on the 9th will do him some good. Or maybe the Rockets will rest Fred, limit his minutes these last 3 games. Hey, we'll see. Justin said they're saying Shea isn't getting free throws like he's used to. Well, listen to the broadcast. The Warriors said Shea did not attempt a free throw against the Lakers for a home game. He did not attempt a free throw. SGA, guy who's averaging 11 free throw attempts a game, did not attempt a free throw. Okay, that's kind of strange. Who will go further in the playoffs? Oh, I think Detroit's going to lose in the first round. If this is the Knicks or the Pistons or the Bucks, I don't think it matters. I just don't want them to get swept. That's all. Yeah. They're not ready. The young fellas aren't ready. Their defense is way too up and down. They're not ready for that. No. WK says refs already adjusting for playoff basketball. Could be. Could be. I'm good with that. I am. Real Purple. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Still shocked the Cougs won that game. So are some media colleagues here. Some of them said, I went to sleep on the game, man. I went to sleep. Duke was ahead. I woke up this morning and found out Duke lost. I was like, what? Yeah, you're not a Coug. You're not an alum. That's why you gave up on it. So you don't know any better. They're not riding on fumes. That's not the issue. They're not ready. I mean, Cade Cunningham missed 10 days with an injury and played last night and they lost. So yeah, they're not riding off fumes. They're at their probably ceiling of who they are this season. That's all that is. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap it up because I need to get some sleep before a busy day tomorrow. Action-packed day, a lot of travel. But kudos to all of y'all for chiming in with the comments and the questions. I hope you're right regarding this solo and that Detroit take another step next year. Will be kind of challenging for them because next year teams won't be taking them lightly. So we'll see how they handle that. Another year of growth, but with more expectations. You is saying Cam is going to be a good six-man of the team. Not for the Rockets. Not unless things change personnel-wise. I don't see that happening. But appreciate you chiming in and everything you've done for me, GRX. Appreciate you. And Andy and I have talked about it. We're not sure what we're going to do because both of us are going to be coming back to Houston Monday night / Tuesday morning. So based on that, we're not sure how we're going to do, if we're going to do a Less Rage Cougs show after the Cougs beat Florida. So just follow the Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. Follow Paul Samajama on YouTube and Twitter, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But thank you for your support. Thank you for your questions. Everyone who has posted good luck to the Cougs, well wishes to the Cougs, we appreciate it. I say we because I am a proud graduate of the University of Houston class of 1994. And y'all know about 1994 because as I wrap it up, and it all fits, since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Everyone, take care. Peace.
Game over.